Hi, welcome to my channel. I'll be showing you how to make this crocheted stool using an IKEA Marius stool as the base. It's a really easy and quick project and uses only slip stitches to make. You'll be using your hands to crochet instead of a hook, so you won't be needing any other tools except for the stool and a screwdriver to assemble it, a pair of scissors, and 34 yards of this jumbo weight cotton tube yarn. I'll put information and links in the description below. To start, make a slip knot, leaving about a 5-inch tail. Place it on top of the seat near one of the holes like this, and then bring the long working end of your yarn to the underside, through the hole and through the loop. Next, bring the working yarn over to the top of the seat and through the loop. Go back into the same hole one more time and through your working loop. Then bring the yarn over the top and through the loop. If you flip the seat over, you should see 4 strands of yarn going through one hole. You'll repeat this 7 more times for each of the remaining holes. Bring the yarn to the back, through the hole and the loop, and over to the front and through the loop. To the back and through the same hole and the working loop. And then over to the front and through the loop. Bring the yarn to the back, through the hole and the loop, and over to the front and through the loop. To the back and through the same hole and the working loop, and then over to the front and through the loop. Keep repeating this, and when you complete your last hole, the front of your work should look like this, and the back should look like this, with 4 strands of yarn coming out of each hole. Next, you'll be looking for this diagonal bar that's on the left-hand side of each hole. Slip the working yarn through the bar, going in through the top and out through the bottom, and feed that loop through your other loop. Repeat this 7 more times, slipping the yarn through the diagonal bar and through the loop until you get back to where you started. After you've stitched into your last diagonal bar, identify the top loop of each stitch in your round. Feed the yarn through that top loop, going from the outside of the stool into the center of it and through the loop. Skip the next stitch and stitch into the following one. Repeat this process of slip stitching into every other stitch until you get to the center of your stool. I made 5 stitches until I got to the center. Then cut your yarn, leaving about a 5-inch tail, and bring it through the loop, making a knot. Tuck the tails into your work. To make the legs, make a slip knot, leaving about a 5-inch tail. Place the knot on top of the leg with the tail going up the leg. I'll be tucking that end in as I work. Bring the working yarn under the leg and through the loop. Wrap the yarn from the underside and through the loop. Wrap the yarn from the underside going the other way and through the loop. Repeat this process of wrapping from the underside only in alternating directions until you get to about the middle of the bend in the leg. I did this 20 times, and I'll do that same amount for the other 3 legs. You should see a nice chain along one side of your work. Cut the yarn, leaving about a 5-inch tail, and bring it through the loop to make a knot. Tuck in the tail into a few stitches down the leg. When I'm done with this step, I like to turn mine so that each leg's chain is facing out, and I leave about 3/4 of an inch of the leg exposed to keep the yarn from getting dirty on the floor. You'll repeat this 3 more times to make all of the legs. Now that your legs and seat have been crocheted, assemble the stool as directed in the IKEA instructions. Then fluff out the stitches on the legs and the seat to even them up and fill things out a bit. And your jazzed up IKEA stool is complete. I'll be posting more videos soon, so if you enjoyed this project, please consider subscribing and stay up to date on new videos as they come out. See you next time!